All right. So as we continue to celebrate African History Month, of course, we've been chatting with people from all over the continent, and this morning is no different. This morning we head to Kenya, actually. And with me on the line is Luis Mania Wainaina. He's a designer and illustrator. Good morning, Luis.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you, too, for having me.
All right. So as we celebrate African History Month here in Trinidad and Tobago and around the world, we just wanted to learn a little bit about your country, Kenya. Can you tell us, can you give us a brief breakdown of Kenya?
Of Kenya. Okay. Kenya is in the East African part of the continent. We neighbor Uganda, Tanzania, Somalia, and Ethiopia. And on the coastline, we have the Indian Ocean. We are 53 million people, 42 tribes, and each of the tribes has its own unique language.
Oh, wow.
But our national language is Swahili and English.
Nice. I learned some Swahili this morning. Jambo.
Jambo.
Nice. All right. So tell me. Well, for those of you who don't know what jambo means, it just means hello.
Hello. Yes.
So can you tell me what are the main exports of Kenya? Do you know?
The main export of Kenya is we have tea and coffee.
Right.
Yeah, those are the main export. But we also rely a lot on tourism. Because we have the Masai Mara. That's where the wild beast migration happened. The wild beast migration is where around 2 million wild beasts usually migrate from Tanzania, Serengeti National Park to Masai Mara National Park, and they cross a certain river there called the Mara River, and that's where there's a lot that happens there because they're usually crocodiles and other predators waiting for them, and usually like a stampede. It's a phenomenon that I would encourage everyone to come and see it in their lifetime.
I have questions about safety. How safe is that? I mean, you're talking about wild beasts crossing a river. How safe is that to go see?
Yeah. Sorry?
I was asking how safe is it because you're talking about wild beasts crossing a river and we coming to see it. How safe is that?
You'll be watching from a safe distance.
Okay, yeah. Fantastic. Tell me about life in Kenya since COVID-19 has hit.
Yeah, life has been tough because as has been in the rest of the world, I think we closed down part of the economy and events could happen, like they closed down the bars, they closed down. So a lot of especially young people who are maybe DJs, MCs for events, musicians who perform, they couldn't work at all. And also there was a lot of companies that were, laying off the employees and all that. So it has been really tough.
And how have the young
things
people...
are picking up as we go, yeah.
Okay. And how have the young people been coping with the restrictions put in place? Because like you're saying, a lot of people can't work. But how has the reaction been to people adhering to the rules of wearing masks or social distancing and that sort of thing?
Well, it's still in the initial. I think a lot of people over time kind of gave up on following the restrictions. But the government has been trying to enforce, but there's still some reluctance here and there because. As you know, in our country, a lot of people rely on day-to-day labor to so that they can eat. So it's they cannot be able to survive like a whole month, locked down in their house. They have to go somewhere and work and look for rent and all that. Yeah.
And the entire world is affected by it. But tell me before we go, Luis Mania, what do you see as the future of Kenya as a young person living in Kenya? What does the future of Kenya look like to you?
The future is very bright. I can see there's a lot of that is happening, with modernizing the country. And I think and also if you look at Kenya, we are very advanced in terms of technology, the mobile phone penetrations, things like internet and all that. I think that's what the future, that what will help us young people because now the world has become a global village. We like, for example, for myself as a designer, I don't just rely on clients from our country. I can work with clients from all over the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's the future.
All right. Well, Louis Maina, I want to thank you very much for joining us this morning from all the way in Kenya. Thank you so much for being a part of our celebration of African History Month.
Thank you too. Thank you too.
All
it was
right.
a
Take
pleasure
care.
being part of this. Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day.